Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am Abe with MysticGenMara.com, a small town mystic from the middle of Idaho. And tonight, whenever you happen to be seeing this, I would like to offer your elemental reading for the element of fire in the area of love and relationships for the month of May of 2026. Fire covers the zodiac signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So if you're Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or have fire high up in your chart, this message is for you. There is a link in the description for the natal chart. It's not sponsored or anything like that. It's just a tool that I put down there. It's the one that I use, so you can check it out if you're interested. The other links there, if you click through those, do help support the channel. So with that, we will get started here. So I read for the singles first, then those in a relationship, and then we look at, if for each one, we look at where the chakras are, what lesson is lighting up. We pull some information from the Whispers of Love Oracle, and then we get a little more clarity from the tarot. So we're going to start out here with our fire singles, and let's take a peek at what chakras lighten up and what lessons. And with the chakras, we'll go with intuition, but the book that comes with this particular deck is full of really good information, so we'll be adding that in as well. Your energy is number 42 in its interference, and I believe this is going to be in your crown chakra. And what I'm hearing with this one is, don't get distracted, fire singles. If there's a goal you're hunting for, or if this is something that you've been kind of wanting to build, don't allow outside influences to dissuade you from where you're headed. You're on a really strong mission is what I'm feeling here. So you've got your goals and your ambitions and you're pushing towards them. So don't let someone else's energy kind of lower yours, because you're in a good spot. We are looking at the crown chakra here, and the energy is the swan. There's a bird on that. Oh, haha, yeah. Right there and right there. There are two swans. I'm not sure. These cards are kind of goofy, but you can make it out there. Hamsa, a pair of beautiful swans, symbolizes the strength of knowledge and wisdom of the soul to find its way home through the maze of worldly existence. This crescent moon, sitting beneath the third eye of celestial insight, is the carrier of the sound Om and its visible Sanskrit form. There's the visible Sanskrit form. Our keywords here are, whoops, gotta turn the page. But what we're looking at here in this aspect, fire singles, is the physical is not really the most important thing in your vibe right now. It's more about the spiritual connection. Your keywords here are arrogance, lessons to be learned from egotism, false pride, separation from others, the need for balancing the chakras, lost on the bumpy road to awareness. That doesn't sound pleasant, fire, but fire singles, you also are being given the opportunity. You're in the crown already, so you've worked through a lot of your energy through the chakras, so you're set up to expand. You're set up to move beyond. And this could be the energy of moving beyond, if you're tired of being single, you're moving beyond that energy, or it could be that you're moving into a more spiritual aspect of your existence. The other beautiful part of that is you want to be aligned with someone who's going to be building towards that. And as we look through the rest of the cards, we might see what's going on here. But what I'm feeling right now is allow yourself to reconnect spiritually, and then allow Source to be the one that kind of leads the charge if you're looking for a relationship. And you might see that in this particular moment of time, this month of May, fire singles, it might not be the best time for a relationship to be starting. Not saying that you can't have that, it's just that's the vibe I'm getting, is this may not be the best opportunity this month. Your energy from the Whispers of Love is like attracts like. If you long for more love, be more loving. This is where that really getting clear and working with that crown chakra. The crown chakra is your direct interface with Source, with God Source. And so when you get into that area and you open up to it, you start to realize that, yeah, if you want that relationship, then this is the time to align with that energy. And that's what it's saying with the interference as well. You want to get focused on that highest possible aspect. If you're looking for a relationship, you want that relationship to be on a similar spiritual path to yours. Of the vibration needs to be able to align, and that's where this like attract like comes in. You are If you're really looking for the relationship, get clear on what the relationship should be. And that's not so much the physicality of it, because the emphasis I keep hearing is it's the spiritual side that's really going to play the important role here for our fire family, our fire singles anyway. So you really want to get that connection. And this is that opportunity to do some meditation, do some prayerful work, do some journaling as you go through this month. One of my guides just chuckled and was like, maybe fire, you should read that romance novel and be like, that's what I want, this type of a relationship. Or it could be that you read it and be like, ooh, definitely not that one, we'll go over here to this other thing. But they're just saying, don't get so focused on this is the only way to have this spiritual connection with a person. There's a lot of variations with that, and if you get that connection built, you're going to meet these people in the vibration that you're aware of. And so being single, you have the opportunity to figure out where your vibe is and then align with that, and that's the energy you're going to put out and draw in as well. So with your tarot, we have the 9 of Summer, wishes come true, dreams fulfilled, and a magical time of life. Fire singles, you are really shining this month. This is actually really powerful. If you can get clear and work with that crown chakra up there on the top, then the magic opens up for you. And even if you're not quite there, that's fine. Source isn't saying you can't have things. It's just saying this is the better option for you. So you really want to get that. Let the lesser energies release. Let the lesser energies go. You're holding to the crown. You're building up to that 1,000-petal lotus of awareness and awakening. Fire singles, embrace this ability and embrace this awareness shifting and becoming more. And when you do, the vibration around you is going to shift, and that's going to open up other options in the relationship section. We have the King of Autumn, compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, and gifted. Be assertive when it comes to what you know is right. Everything is going your way. A good person or company to work for. Well, we're not doing business, so we're talking love. And so the King of Autumn is coming in to say, if you want something, this is the time to claim it. It doesn't mean you're going out there and pushing people around and being like, are you the same vibration as me? And, grabbing their shirt collar or all that. It's saying, if you're ready for this relationship or this loving aspect, then state it to universe. State it to God's source, however you see the divine. State it to your guides and guardians and be like, listen. And it doesn't mean to be rude. It just says, get clear. That 9 of Summer with the King of Autumn, you have 2 powerful tarot energies coming in here, 2 powerful fairies, I guess you could say too, that are calling you forward. Are you ready for this? If so, say it. When you put out a wish, when you put out an intention, are you, well, I kind of want this thing, so let's go. No, you're getting clear. This is what I want. This is how I want to see it. And you're saying it in the now moment, and the universe is like, cool, you've made a decision. We can work with this. And with that crown chakra energy that's coming in here for our fire singles, you are literally standing on the doorway of heaven going boom, 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 let me in, I have a question for you. So you're in the right arena, so to speak. And with the energy of like attract like, it's saying get clear on where you're at, what kind of relationship you really want to manifest. And then see what happens when you say, okay, universe, this is what I'm looking at. God source, this is where I'm at. This is what I would like to have. And you could just be in the moment right now. Like I said, I keep feeling this energy. It's probably not the best time for fire. But if you do go this route and you want the relationship, get clear, vibrate high, state it clearly. Again, you're looking at an energy here from the crown, not the physicality of the lower chakras. So you want to also make sure you're looking in the right direction here. So we're going to hop over to our fire couples. Before we do that though, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, drop a like on the video, comment, let me know your thoughts, feelings, and impressions. And also, if you happen to see something different with the cards, feel free to comment down below and let me know what your intuitive guidance is. It's always interesting to hear what other people's intuition brings forward. I know how I read, and it's always interesting to hear how other people read as well. So with that, the fire in this relationship could be you, or it could be your partner. You're cross-watching for them, or it could be that you have a lot of fire built up in the relationship as well. So fire Couples, you are in the root chakra. That's interesting. Singles are in the crown and couples are in the root. And we are in the energy of creation, number 3. This is the ability to procreate, is what I keep hearing. So you could be in a situation where you're getting ready to have a little one. You're in the situation where you're opening doors to new ideas and new possibilities within the relationship. And those are going to manifest in different ways for different people. But I'm also seeing that there's a deepening of a connection here, and that's where that creation is really blossoming for you. It's basically saying where you were is great, now it's time to take it deeper. So you're creating this deeper environment, you're creating this aspect of growth, and you think, oh, we're so close, and this is what I'm hearing. We're so close. I don't know how we could get any closer without being in each other's skin. Well, you're in the root chakra. You're a new foundation here. So you're building something new, and then you're going to build on top of that. So you might be in a really good spot, but how much better can you make it, right? So let's see what we've got here. We have the deity here is the Brahma. The four-headed deity is the position as Lord of Creation. Represents the physical self, the rational self, the emotional self, and the intuitive self. You might be close, but you got 4 different layers of close here. In each of his 4 hands, Brahma carries a blessing. He carries the mudra, which removes fears and insecurities. From a pot, he has sacred water, and the lotus emits the scent of purity, and the scroll is divine wisdom. You are being offered a very powerful divine gift this month, and that is the gift of awareness and deepening of knowledge. And that's where getting more, taking the time, if you've got little minions running about, drop them off at grandma and grandpa's house, because this is the time for you and your partner to deepen your relationship. Go on that date, go back to where you first met each other, relive some of those things that sparked the relationship and bring that spark back into play. Allow it to take your souls to a deeper level, to become one, if you look at the biblical translation. And from a spiritual aspect, when you are in a relationship setting, you really are bonding at a spiritual level. So deepen that, go deeper, connect at a different level: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. Your keywords here are birthing possibilities, innovation, original thinking, spirit of pioneers, novel opportunities, first steps towards something new. There is an energy of fertility here. It could be physical fertility, in other words, having a baby, or it could be the fertility of, I'm going to rediscover my partner again. And so you have a lot of options. But it's not just about the physicality, it's not just the mental, it's not just the emotional with the heart or the spiritual. This energy that's coming in here to create the bond of all of that with your partner. Bring yourself together with your partner. You might have been together for 20 plus years. Find something new about them that you like, or go back to the beginning and rediscover all of that. It's a really fun energy that I'm feeling here for our fire couples. Your message from the Whispers of Love is appreciate this moment. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love. Take your love to a deeper level. Appreciate this moment. The way the person flips their hair, the way they, get out of the shower and wrap the towel around their head or wrap it around their waist or whatever they do. Appreciate each of the little details and watch them with the eyes of someone who's new. When you look at somebody who you've been with for a while, you may, and the number's 33 on this card too, you may see them as, we've already done this. We've been together for so long, there's nothing new under the sun. Okay. Watch them with detail. Don't creepy stare at them, but observe them. Like when they're in the kitchen, or if they're folding laundry, if they're playing with the kids or the dogs or whatever it is you have. Observe them and just watch the little quirks and allow yourself to feel that smile that forms. Allow yourself to appreciate the moment. That look, that glance, that time when they curl up on the couch next to you to watch the movie and lay their head on your chest or in your lap or whatever. Appreciate it. It doesn't have to be anything more than you're bonded with this person. This is your spouse. This is your mate. An appreciation like that allows that creative aspect of the deepening of all four layers of your reality, of your soul, to really blossom. And so you have this month is this divine opportunity to rebuild, reconnect. I mean, you've already got the relationship, so why not enjoy it? Take it to the next level. Build another layer upon your how you connect with each other. Instead of one person always cooks all the dinner, offer to help them cook the dinner. You do something, something unique, special. Be spontaneous. Bring them home flowers. Do something along those lines, but reconnect at that level. And then we have in the tarot, we have the lovers. That's funny. Number 6, trust true love that is long lasting, choices made from the heart, and return to good health. The lovers are the deepening. In this instance, they are just beginning. Why not begin again? Why not reconnect? They keep saying this reconnect energy here, and they keep showing going back to the origin. Remember that first time that you and your partner connected in an intimate way. When you connected, when you knew that this was the person you wanted to spend your life with. It could be just that first glance where you're like, oh my goodness, the butterflies were insane. Or that first time that you guys came together as intimate partners, and go back to those moments and be like, this is what I knew. This is how I knew. This was the part that was like the best thing ever. Connect at that level. The lovers are not just about one time. It's a long-lasting thing. This is where you connect heart to heart. When you look at the image, their hearts are bonding through their hands. And you have divine protecting that. And that's what's being offered. The divine's like, you guys are good. Let's deepen this a little bit more. We have the Ace of Winter. Don't be deterred by challenges. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately amazing new ideas that should be implemented. Fire, you have an amazingly powerful, loving energy this month. And if you've been busy, time to take some time and connect. If you've been, we'll get around to that. Okay, you're going to do that this month. This is the vibe that's coming in, is it's time. You quit putting things off. You're always going to have something to do. Why not have something to do with your partner? Why not have something to reconnect with your spouse? Yes, have time with the minions as well, have them involved, but also take time for just the two of you. Because the two of you is what created the minions. So remember the origins, go back to the creation, go back to the foundation, start things again, and refresh the relationship. So what I'm seeing here for fire singles and couples, singles, you're already worked through the chakra system, you're into the crown. Get the vibration correct with yourself and notice what happens outside of that, because things tend to fall into place real quick once you become stable in that respect. And everyone's going to be shifting differently, so that's not don't think you have to compare yourself to someone else. But fire couples, the vibe I'm getting for you, this energy that's coming through, is this reconnect, deepen the relationship, really bond at that level that you know is there. You just have gotten busy with life and, chores and lists and all this other nonsense. Allow yourself the gift of spending time with each other. Appreciate every moment. That goes for singles too. Appreciate the journey. You're only single, for a time. Enjoy the single aspects, and then allow yourself to enjoy the part when you have a partner as well. So with that, I will let you guys and gals go. I'll have see you in the next video. Have a great rest of your month, which for fire, you guys have got a lot of positive going on here, so have fun with that.